So it's 98.7 FM, and my name is Josh, and joining us in the studio right now, somebody who you may not immediately know his name, but you probably know his work. The guy is named Kevin Lyman, and he is here to chat with us about, well, a whole host of things. Kevin, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Well, you know, like I said, people may not immediately know your name, but they definitely know Taste of Chaos. They know the Warped Tour, two things that you helped create. And this time around, I didn't just want to ask you about the tours. I wanted to ask you first about this big Warped Tour after party thing that we're going to do.
Yeah, it's coming up here on the 6th of September, and we decided to do something special, and we were trying to figure out something special to do, and it came together that we got a lot of artists, past and present, of the Warped Tour together, and we're doing a show at Club Nokia. And then we're turning it around in 10 days, which is a big project, and it'll be in 466 movie theaters across the country for a one-night showing on the 17th of September.
Okay, so tell us about the bands that are going to be there.
Well, the bands, so I started making phone calls to people I knew, which, you know, some of those bands like NOFX and Bad Religion are old friends of mine, and then...
I can only imagine what your Rolodex is like.
Well, it's
a little bit better than mine, maybe.
I think most kids, I think whoever's found that cell phone each year and I lose it on the road has a better Rolodex than mine. But, you know, it's kind of cool. And then, you know, new people we've met, you know, like Katy Perry. And so a lot of people don't know that Ice-T came on the Warped Tour, and he's coming back and reforming Body Count and getting together and doing some songs. And Rise Against, Under Oath, All American Rejects. It's going to be quite a crowded backstage at Club Nokia on Sunday night.
And so how can people get tickets to that?
Well, they're still available at Ticketmaster. I think a lot of people got confused that maybe we're just showing a movie down there.
Right.
But we're actually, all these bands are performing sets. We're going to have some special surprises from some artists that can't be there, doing some tape that we're going to be showing. And some.
Will you tell me about that after we get off the air?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure.
You know, but it's going to be a good time, and I mean, every band's going to play. It's going to be a 4-hour show, and then we're going to edit it all down to a 2-hour movie special right after that.
And then the movie will be shown next week.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's shown in on September 17th. You can go to the Warped Tour website, www.warpedtour.com, and punch in your zip code, and it'll say the movie theater nearest you. And all of this is it's going to help benefit MusiCares. A portion of all the proceeds go to that.
Okay, well that's a great talking point right there. Tell us about MusiCares. What does MusiCares actually do?
I mean, MusiCares is a charity that was set up to help artists, artists in need, artists that might have a substance abuse problem. They create safe houses out on the road for artists when they're on the road. They also can provide medical assistance, stopgap in an emergency. They're really there, musicians for musicians. It's an artist run by the NARIS and the Grammys. They're affiliated with them, and we've been helping them this summer, and they've started to help artists that have been out on the Warped Tour.
And did I hear right that actually a band can have a sponsor go out with them, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Ozone Motley is going to be playing on Sunday night also, and they've been affiliated with MusiCares, and have some of them have benefited directly from some of the services they provide.
Okay, one of the last things I wanted to ask you, for people who don't know, how did you come up with the idea of the Warped Tour?
Well, I mean, it was a culmination. I worked in the clubs for a long time, and then I was doing a lot of events where there was skateboarding and music. Vision Skate Escape, the Swatch Impact Tour. I used to get the Red Hot Chili Peppers for $250 to come and play on top of a skate ramp.
I think they only cost $300 now. So
yeah, much more.
But not much has changed.
You know, so it was just an extension of the lifestyle that we did, and you know, in California. And then as it was growing, with the X Games started that year when I started the tour, and it was never planned. But 15 years later, you know, the Warped Tour has kind of morphed into, you know, now it's more of a cultural fair almost. It's like a county fair that comes to your town once or twice a year.
Right.
And you go down and have a good time.
Well, it's the longest running tour out there, right?
Yes, longest continuously running tour in North America now. Yeah, so pretty proud of that. And it's funny, as I'm unloading the trucks on last Monday from this year's tour, I'm getting calls from bands wanting to be on next year's tour. So
nice.
I think we're still doing pretty well. Okay,
so you can go to the Warped Tour site right now for all the details about the movie, and then hit them with the list of bands again for the big show.
Well, if I miss anyone, Under Oath, Ozone Motley, All American Rejects, NOFX, Bad Religion, Pieces of Pennywise, Ice-T, Katy Perry. Rise Against, I think I said.
That sounds like the best show of all time.
It's going to be pretty cool. We're putting a turntable stage in Club Nokia. I don't think they've ever seen that before. So it's going to be pretty tight, but a lot of fun, and a lot of people are coming down that might not be performing, just hanging out.
Excellent. Well, Kevin, thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.